I got some stuff running in the background, so hopefully there's not like a lot of frame stuttering and all that. Just some more World of Warcraft Classic here. I've been busy with my wrestling channel. I've been busy with my main channel as well. And like I mentioned in my last video there, almost a week ago, it feels like already. Yeah, I just, with all due respect, as much as I love this game so much, it's not exactly a top priority. However, for me, in some ways, it still kind of is, because this game is a drug. And I have an addiction. And that's okay. So we're still in Zangarmarsh. Dwarf Paladin. Oh, and I've been playing the new Resident Evil 4 remake as well, so that's been keeping me busy, as well as the new wrestling game. Those are, in case you're curious. If you're watching me, maybe you give a crap, maybe you don't. But that's what I've been predominantly doing. Playing games that are barely 18 days old, not games that are 18 years old. Oh, don't mind me, I'm just kind of like winded, but I figured I'm so close to 65, and then I'm gonna end up going to Nagrand. I feel like I'm still getting some okay experience, even though we don't have that, I mean, we got a lot of buffs up here. I just mean in general, we don't have the Joyous Journeys, I think is what it was called, Joyous Journey or something like that, where you get 50% XP right across the board. Well, here, I'm not going to be getting 50% extra XP across the board, but I will get 100% extra XP when I'm defeating enemies. And then when I turn in case you're not sure, because I talk to people like maybe you've never played WoW before, it pushes the bar. So it's like an invisible line that you'll see if you see my mouse there. And it would show you, and for the duration of that bar, as you kill stuff, you're slowly eating up that rested bar, and you'll eventually meet it. But if you turn in a quest, however much XP that was, it just keeps, like, shifting it over, essentially. So it's sort of kind of similar is what I'm getting at. And I forgot I'm also uploading to YouTube. That's actually interesting. Because I forgot I was doing that, and I was like, oh, what's going on there? Yeah, see, my latency's actually a little bit high, but whatever. We're not doing the PvP. Oh, no, we're not. So here we just gotta kick the crap out of these big stingers. Imagine if those things existed. I know that dinosaurs existed and all that, but I don't think we ever had... Like, we've had massive birds, like the Quetzal. We've had just massive animals in general. And we still have some that are large. Anyhow, I always wondered if there were some insects like other types that may have been gigantuous. But I don't think we've ever had monstrous bees or wasps or whatever. I don't even need to switch my stance. I generally just leave it on Crusader order to give me that 20% faster movement speed when I'm mounted. But as you could tell, even with just mediocre gear and being a couple of levels above, it literally makes it... Oh. That it doesn't really matter. That was for another quest. So we still need to find... 5 more of these things. The wings, that is. Good thing I'm not fighting for spawn here. Because I'm like... I think I just annihilated them all. But you can find more over here. Gotta love having an in-game guide. I mean, I know most of these quests off by heart. But when I'm talking, I'm recording, I ain't got time for that shit. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be able to remember and focus and concentrate while I'm talking. So that's why it's nice for me to not have to think. I just took my protein shake with creatine built in. Ah, yes. Oh, and speaking of Blizzard and online games, I almost forgot to mention. Never mind the wrestling game and all that crap. Diablo 4, the open beta. So I gave that a shot. And let me tell you, I was impressed. I mean, yes, it felt more or less the same as Diablo 3, but there were some subtle little intricate changes that's kind of hard for me to put into words. But the skills, the physics, I don't know, just something about it. It was just really, really nice. And it is an MMOARPG, what I call an MMOARPG. Get it? Massive multiplayer, right? Because you're always going to be around people. So I've been told. I haven't seen anybody when I was playing the open beta, but I was also in the prologue still, I think. So that's why I was calling it as such. And that might end up being a game that I play a lot of on this channel. Like, that might be a big, big thing. We'll have to see how well that goes. It's not going to replace World of Warcraft, but it may take a little bit of a back seat. Then again, the back seat usually means you're going to be getting some action. It's going to be put on the back burner. That made no sense to you, but it did to me. I know what I meant. So again, going through the motions, sometimes I've thought of sort of doing a thing where I kind of edit, but then I find the speech and how I talk, it won't make much sense because you'll be like, wait, where'd that come from? And it's bad enough that I already talk about random stuff out of nowhere that make no sense. We definitely don't need like my own speech being broken up on top of that. If it was like a no commentary gameplay, I would probably do something like that because I would like show, you know, killing a couple of these, right, getting a couple of the wings, and then moving forward, I would pause the recording, get the other 6. That way it's almost like a highlight, like a recap, if you will. But in this case here, that's not what I'm going for at all. Right, the way I look at it is if you're here, you want to hang out, see some gameplay, watch me, or rather hear me talk about absolutely nothing interesting. Chances are it won't matter if you see me do 10 different quests or the entire duration of the video is just me doing one single quest. It's still gameplay, right? Now it wants me to leave the area. Is there nobody else here? There could be some here. Yeah, let's go over here. I mean, they're within reason. They're all over the place. This is also a zone that I don't overly mind too much. Like, I don't really tire of it too much. Just give me a second here. Might as well turn in a couple of quests while we're at it.
The winds guide you.
If I can smack
Walk with the Earth Mother. Ancestors watch over
that 65.
Live another day. Peace for you.
That would be good. Would have been nice if I could replace my shoulders, but it looks like that's not going to happen. Might have to wait till frickin' Northrend for that to happen. Yeah, we'll go with this one here. Okay, this one is an upgrade. Kinda, depends how you look at it. We're almost there. This also showcases and as I've said
May the
before in
stars
highlights.
guide you. Go in
Sometimes
peace.
the boring, the monotonous of some of the quests, just going around, smacking bees for a half hour, trying to collect their wings. I get it, trust me. On the surface, that doesn't sound like a lot of fun. And I totally get that. So we can either go for this neck piece here at 93, or a healing. 93 ring. We've got a 84 ring. What do we have for holy neck? 87. Oh yeah, we're totally going for that. Abso-frickin-lutely.
Elune light your path.
Oh, it'll light my path. Don't you worry about a thing. Okay.
Goddess watch over
Plus
you.
2, this is sort of like a, like I've said a million times, it's like a gaming vlog, if you will. Like how some people vlog and, they'll go shopping. My watch is telling me to move. I'm like, bitch, I just went for like a 45-minute walk and did some weights. Don't tell me I need to go and walk again already. Yeah, so some people will go shopping. They'll go to the dollar store. I know I've said this line a million times. And it's like, people watch that. There are people that are invested in that. They care to see that. So if they care to see that, there's got to be one person on the planet that cares to watch another person just kind of go through the motions and video diary, if you will, their entire journey, right? Like daily diary entries or whatever. Well, this is sort of like my diary for World of Warcraft, if you will. The Diary Chronicles of Azeroth. I don't know. Right now I'm just rambling about nothing. Let's go around the lake. We only have a few... Oh, there we go. We only have a few more to smack. We'll see what it asks next. And then I'll probably end it there, because I don't want to make this video like too long, or what I may potentially do, actually. Make a long video. Is I'll pause my recording, then I'll come back to it. And add some more gameplay on top. Because that would be so exciting. But yeah, I gotta say, the last couple times I've played, it's been a little bit feeling like I'm playing on a private server. Actually, no, that's not true, because at least on a private server, there's a lot of people. But that's fine, though. I can also go to more areas where I know there'll be more people. Oh, there's somebody there. 63 Paladin. Oh, I'm only 64. I was like 63. I don't know why I thought I was a higher level and 63 was considered low. That's how tired I am.
May I help?
Help me
Farewell,
sleep.
Ishnu del Diablo.
So we'll get rid of that one. These I'm not too sure about yet.
Goodbye.
Turn this in. Yeah, they wanted us to grab this one. Grab the buff. I remember grabbing this all the time, and when I was Horde and Alliance, because I've always been like by faction in World of Warcraft. I remember like going up here with the Hunter or the Mage or the Lock and just ganking people. Just being a prick. Because why not? It was fun. It was frickin' fun. What do you want me to say? But I generally only, killed each person once, because usually when you die, you can't come back. One death, one kill for RP. That's what my friend Purim would say. One for RP. Second time, you're pushing it. Third time, you're being a prick.
Peace be with you.
Oh, we're going back into Hellfire. Well, like hell, I'm going back there. Yeah, I think this is a good place for me to end it because it wants us to go return to the... whatever. Maybe I will do it. Just to kind of add some minutes to the video because everybody that watches this is going to stick around right until the end, right? No, like I've said, this is therapeutic, seriously, for me. Even if nobody watches. I could watch this like years later, weeks later, if I'm bored. And just kind of... If I want a little storytelling while I'm playing WoW. I do have the draw distance, unfortunately. Even though this is a monster computer. Like, oh my god, the games I could play is crazy. I can play this game predominantly at 60 FPS, but there are times where... Ooh. Hey there, man. Don't be shy. Don't ask me what that was. What the hell was I saying? Oh, so I had to drop it down to like 7 or 8. The draw distance, because I found I was dipping in some areas that I normally shouldn't be dipping in, that I used to not dip in. So it's almost as if the game is less optimized than what it was before, because my older computer used to run better. Kind of tells you something right there. Oh, I'm so there. I'm gonna ding-a-ling-ding-ding 65. And then that'll be it. This might even do it. Right here. Alright. Maybe not right there. Right here. Nope. There we go. Good stuff. Now what I should do is portal. Go to Iron Forge, see if I got skills. And then I gotta wait an hour. No, 30 minutes. Old school. I don't like that term, old school. I've never been to an old school. Actually, I did once. When I lived in Newfoundland. The school was like over 100 years old. It was old school. Oh yeah. You see what I did there? That was me trying to be funny. Sometimes I succeed. Sometimes not so much. And that's okay. Because ultimately, in the end, I think I'm funny. That's really all that matters. You'd think I'd have them memorized by now, and I usually do. But when I'm tired, I can't think. Look at this Dwarf Paladin. My goodness, he's small. That's what she said. Look at that. What's wrong with him? He's gotta work out a little bit more.
Great to meet you.
Obviously, it's my buff there. Blessing of the Wisdom. Or of the Blessing of Wisdom, rank 7. Greater Blessing. Shadow Resistance. Ooh, the Seal of Vengeance.
Watch your back.
Pretty neat stuff. See, another Dwarf Paladin. He's really living by the name Dwarf because, what's going on there? And that's thanks to good old Enlarge. It's Viagra for the muscles. Alright. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm like, seriously, like, I'm so tired. Just, literally just... I'm frickin' wiped. Alright, as always, if you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm. And if you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. You know it's coming. I'll bend it in half, twist it, and I'll break it off. And if you want to subscribe, naturally that would be great. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. And maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.